Forever connected by tragedy. As we come on the air now at 10, people in El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio are making sure their loved ones and their communities are not forgotten. Good evening and thanks for watching Fox 31 News at 10. I'm Aaron Leedy. New tonight, Whitney Wild is in El Paso, Texas with some of their stories.
We tried to save him. I just want his parents to know that we did everything possible to save him.
Stories of heroism.
To deter him, I started just chunking bottles. I just started throwing random bottles at him. And I'm not a baseball player, so one went this way and one went that way. And then one went right towards him, and then that's when he saw me and just started, and I ducked.
And survival from two cities that suffered mass shootings in just 13 hours. Some survivors even reuniting.
That's your guardian angel. There she is.
There she is.
The two communities that lost more than 30 lives and saw many more injured are honoring the victims.
Sixth grader Ruben Martinez has started the hashtag El Paso Challenge, encouraging each person in the city to do 22 acts of kindness, one for each victim who died.
In Dayton, Ohio, businesses in the popular Oregon district reopened Monday, including the bar that was targeted by the gunman. Organizers of a gun show planned for this coming weekend announced they would cancel the event out of respect. And in El Paso, one funeral home announced they will provide free funeral services for families who lost a loved one. In El Paso, Texas, I'm Whitney Wild reporting.
Whitney, thanks for that report. Certainly continuing to think about the folks impacted by those tragedies over the weekend. We do want to transition to weather tonight. The 80s yesterday, long gone. Back to reality today. The almanac for Albany showing 92 the high today, which is average for this time of year. Morning low of 73, just a shade above average. But if you look at the last 12 days or so, the theme here in Southwest Georgia is one of a roller coaster ride. We go from below average to above average, below, above, below. So it's kind of been a little bit of a challenge to adjust to an altered weather pattern day by day. But I can tell you the extended forecast in the coming days is a lot of red on this graphic with above average days on the horizon. Let's tackle Wednesday with our school day forecast. Mid 70s at the bus stop, already upper 80s by lunchtime and low 90s for the ride home. A couple of showers and storms under a mix of sun and clouds. Later in this newscast, we'll look at the weather turning hotter. We'll break down which days are going to be the hottest. Routine storm chances are coming. I'll break that down day by day. And the latest on the tropics, your hurricane season update, that plus your 10-day forecast just minutes from now.
All right, Jeff, we'll see you then. New tonight, city leaders and law enforcement came together for the annual National Night Out celebration in Albany. Fox 31's Kaylee McCarthy was at the celebration earlier tonight, and she joins us with the latest.
Business and community leaders came together tonight for one common purpose: to prevent any and all crime in the Good Life City. From 6 until 9 o'clock, the public was invited to come out to Lincoln Elementary to receive free school supplies and meet with different community partners. First responders from the Albany Police Department, Albany Tech, the Department of Public Health, and many other organizations gave out free items to children and their parents. The Albany Housing Authority hosts a celebration every year. Community and Resident Services Supervisor Danita Wiggins says it's all about giving neighborhood crime a going-away party and bringing together the public and community leaders so we can all work together to prevent crime in our city.
We want to take back our community. We want to let people know that crime is not welcome in our communities. And we want to gather and make sure that we produce a productive future for the young people that are growing up today in our community.
National Night Out is always held the second Tuesday in August, but for now in Albany, I'm Kaylee McCarthy.
The Albany Housing Authority is in the process of starting a youth leadership academy and a youth academy in one Albany neighborhood. A local business owner announced he's running for the Ward 4 Albany City Commission seat. Chad Worthington ran a close race for the Ward 4 seat back in 2015 against incumbent Roger Marietta. Worthington says he's decided to run again because he wants to improve some of the ongoing challenges in Albany. He plans to develop improved policies to recruit and retain police officers. He'll also focus on new strategies that will improve the local economy, he says, and stop the population decline.
A lot of the challenges that were part of the campaign are still challenges today. And kind of like I said before, it seems like we're not making progress on those challenges. And so, again, when I had opportunity to run again, I look back and really we need a change. And so I wanted to offer our Ward 4 citizens and our Ward 4 voters just another option.
Worthington owns and operates a small business in Albany called Shutters Plus Incorporated. Georgia Governor Brian Kemp is encouraging medical advancement in Southwest Georgia. Fox 31's Shelby Williams tells us what he made a point to discuss today.
The Philadelphia College of Osteopathic Medicine opened up a branch in Moultrie today. Kemp made the stop to help cut the ribbon on the new medical college. Classes start next Monday, and lawmakers as well as local officials gathered to celebrate the opportunities that will bring to Southwest Georgia. Kemp says there are plenty of Georgians who live far from any medical facility, and this college gives hope to bringing more doctors into the area.
We know the problems that too many communities face in lack of access to health care and health care providers. Too many Georgians, especially in rural Georgia, have to drive 1, 2, even 3 counties over just to see a medical doctor.
The college had 3,000 applicants and accepted 55 of them for their graduating class of 2023. The college also focused on getting local students to apply, giving them 1/3 of their freshman class is from Southwest Georgia. PCOM is focusing on educating students in Moultrie and getting them to stay in Moultrie. Dr. Michael Sampson, Chief Academic Officer from PCOM, says the college is all about staying local.
Dedicated to serving the community, but particularly South Georgia, and growing the physicians to retain, sustain, and train those physicians, which we're so excited about.
The mayor of Moultrie, Congressman Austin Scott, and several other officials made the trip up to honor the ceremony and the ribbon cutting. Kemp added that this college will bring more doctors into the community.
I know that this 80,000 square foot facility will be at the forefront of improving the quality of life for hardworking Georgians here in South and Southwest Georgia. PCOM will train doctors right here on this 31-acre campus.
The college began construction more than a year ago and will give assistance to doctors in the community. In Albany, Shelby Williams reporting.
A new bill requiring background checks for gun sales. Straight ahead, who is against the bill and why?
Free Fox 31 News app today.
New tonight, right now, cyber hackers are trying to steal some people's information, and Louisiana has declared a state of emergency after several school districts were attacked. And after similar incidents in North Carolina, officials are working to address the issue. Our sister station in Asheville, North Carolina, spoke to an information technology expert about the ongoing concerns.
Cyber hacking is nothing new.
It's a scary thing, it's an expensive thing, it's a disruptive thing.
But it seems attackers are amping up their game in 2019.
2 weeks ago today, we started getting warning emails from different agencies.
Those emails warning of a new threat targeting government agencies, businesses, and colleges. The vice president of IT at AB Tech, Brian Willis, says just last Monday he was part of a statewide call addressing the issue.
Included the governor, the SBI, the National Guard, the FBI.
Willis says on the call, officials talked about ransomware, which is usually initiated through a document sent in an email.
This virus, when you open the document, will attempt to install software on your computer that will start to harvest your financial information.
That information is then sent back to the hackers. They then encrypt your information so you can't access it, then essentially send a ransom note demanding money.
Cost of that business interruption can be hundreds of thousands of dollars a day, millions of dollars a day, depending on the size of the entity that's impacted.
Recently, ransomware hackers have taken over the computer systems of several cities, including Greenville, North Carolina. I spoke to the police department spokesperson, Kristen Hunter, who said after about a month, they were able to resolve the issue. Willis says a community college in North Carolina has also been affected. He didn't want to say which one. For some AB Tech students, cybersecurity is top of mind.
It was kind of worrying me that it could easily be stolen.
Willis says they'll be adding additional resources to amp up security and training.
If nobody opens this suspect attachment, nobody gets infected.
In Asheville, Raphael Puris, News 13.
Happening now, Apple is randomly selecting a limited number of people to apply for the company's new Apple credit card. Hundreds of thousands of people signed up to be notified when that card becomes available. Here are the rules for the card. Only one iPhone user can use it. The physical card itself is optional and free. Anyone who wants to use Apple Card must verify who they are with a fingerprint or face identification. The new Apple Card rolls out later this month to those who qualify. AT&T is offering a new deal for its unlimited subscribers. Starting August 6, AT&T customers who belong to the carrier's Unlimited and More plan will receive Spotify Premium for free. Those who do not have the plan will have Spotify Premium for 6 months before getting charged a monthly fee. The AT&T Unlimited plan allows its members to add one premium entertainment subscription at no extra cost.
Cities grieved the two senseless shootings over the weekend. The president plans a trip to visit both cities. I'm Lauren Blanchard in Washington with why the president maybe met with more protests than supporters.